Welcome to Green Earth, VN. Cities never sleep anymore. With constant noise and blinding lights, our modern world comes at a high cost. Two forms of pollution are silently damaging our planet: noise pollution and light pollution. Today, we uncover the truth that many ignore. Noise pollution is the presence of unwanted or harmful sound that disrupts the natural balance of our environment. From the roar of transportation and the relentless grind of construction to the hum of industry and the general clamor of urban lifestyles, this invisible threat surrounds us. It disturbs our peace and affects all living beings, yet we have become conditioned to its presence. For example, in Delhi, India, noise levels frequently soar to 80 to 90 decibels, far exceeding the World Health Organization's recommended safe limit of just 55 decibels for outdoor residential areas. Imagine living in an environment where the background noise is as loud as a vacuum cleaner running all day. As we go about our daily lives, we are bombarded by these sounds. Airplanes flying low over residential neighborhoods shake homes and startle residents. Heavy traffic clogs our streets, creating a non-stop barrage of honking, engines, and sirens. And from dawn until dusk, the sounds of construction sites echo through our communities, a constant reminder of urban expansion at the expense of tranquility. This pervasive noise is not just an annoyance. It is a serious environmental pollutant with far-reaching consequences. Our brains are hardwired for periods of silence to rest, recharge, and process information. When noise becomes a constant companion, this essential recovery process is disrupted. The endless auditory stimulation triggers our body's stress response, causing stress levels to rise, sleep quality to decrease, and our overall health to gradually collapse. The evidence is startling. Studies have shown that students attending schools near busy highways score up to 25% lower on reading comprehension tests compared to their peers in quieter areas. The constant distraction hinders concentration and cognitive development. The health risks extend far beyond academic performance. The chronic stress induced by noise pollution puts a significant strain on our cardiovascular system. Research has revealed that people living near major airports have a staggering 20% higher risk of suffering a stroke. The persistent noise elevates blood pressure and heart rate, leading to severe long-term health issues. We see the effects everywhere. People tossing and turning at night, unable to find peace. Individuals suffering from chronic headaches and migraines, and a pervasive sense of fatigue that no amount of rest seems to cure. This is the heavy price we pay for a world that has forgotten the value of silence. While we struggle with the impacts, wildlife is fighting a battle for survival against the same invisible enemy. Animals rely on sound to communicate, navigate, find food, and avoid predators. The cacophony of human activity acts like a thick fog, blocking their vital survival signals and throwing their world into chaos. Birds, which depend on intricate songs to attract mates and defend territories, are forced to adapt or perish in noisy urban environments. Species like the house sparrow must sing 4 to 5 decibels louder just to be heard, expending precious energy and increasing their risk of being detected by predators. The problem extends beneath the waves, where sound travels even more efficiently than in the air. The oceans, once a realm of natural symphonies, are now dominated by the low-frequency rumble of massive container ships. Blue whales, the largest animals on Earth, have been observed changing their vocal frequencies to cut through the underwater noise created by loud shipping routes. This disruption interferes with their ability to communicate across vast distances, find mates, and care for their young. From the confused birds in our cities to the magnificent whales struggling in our oceans, our noise is drowning out the voice of nature itself. Just as damaging is the second silent threat: light pollution. This occurs when artificial light becomes excessive, misdirected, and poorly designed, flooding our nights with an unnatural glow. It erases the natural darkness that is as vital to life as daylight. We have become so accustomed to brightly lit nights that we have forgotten what we've lost. It is a sobering fact that today, 80% of the world's population lives under a sky so bright that they can no longer see the Milky Way, our own galaxy. For countless generations, the stars were a source of wonder, navigation, and storytelling. But now they are a distant memory for most. The scale of the problem is immense. In some urban centers, the night sky is almost completely washed out. Hong Kong's sky glow, for instance, is estimated to be 1,200 times brighter than a natural, unpolluted night sky. When we look at images of Earth from space, we see a dazzling web of light, a testament to our technological progress. But this brilliance hides a dark truth. We are destroying a fundamental part of our planet's natural cycle and severing our connection to the cosmos. For countless species, darkness is a guide. It signaled when to hunt, when to migrate, when to sleep, and when to sleep safety. The relentless glow of artificial lights turns their natural world into a confusing and dangerous maze. The consequences are devastating. One of the most heartbreaking examples is that of baby sea turtles. After hatching on beaches, they are instinctually drawn to the brightest horizon, which for millennia has been the moonlit ocean. Now, the bright street lights and building lights of coastal cities lure them inland, away from the sea. Over 1 million of these hatchlings die each year, disoriented and exhausted, before they can even reach the water. Migratory birds face a similar peril. They navigate using the moon and stars, but the bright lights of our cities disorient them, drawing them off course. The result is often fatal. In New York City alone, it is estimated that over 200,000 birds die each year from colliding with brightly lit buildings. They circle the illuminated skyscrapers until they become exhausted or crash directly into the glass. Our lights, intended to provide safety and convenience, have become deadly traps for the very creatures that share our planet. The effects of light pollution are not limited to wildlife. They have a profound impact on human health as well. Our bodies are governed by an internal clock known as the circadian rhythm, which is finely tuned to the natural cycle of day and night. Light, especially natural sunlight, signals our bodies to be awake and alert, while darkness triggers the release of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Too much artificial light, especially at night, throws this delicate system into disarray. The blue light, emitted by our screens, phones, tablets, and computers is particularly disruptive. Studies show that just 1 hour of exposure to blue light in the evening can reduce melatonin production by as much as 50%, making it harder to fall asleep and reducing the quality of the sleep we do get. This chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a host of health problems. The World Health Organization has even classified night shift work, with its inherent disruption of the circadian rhythm, as a probable cause. Further research supports this, indicating that night shift workers have a 19% higher risk of developing breast cancer. By turning night into day, we are compromising our long-term health and well-being. The brighter a city becomes, the farther we drift from nature and its restorative rhythms. Cities like Las Vegas are so intensely illuminated that their glow is clearly visible from space, a brilliant but unnatural scar on the night side of the planet. We have filled our nights with flashy nightlife, digital billboards, and stadium lights, but in doing so, we have traded the awe-inspiring canvas of the cosmos for a dull, starless. We have gained convenience, but lost our connection to the universe. But this does not have to be our destiny. We don't need to turn off our lives and retreat into darkness. We simply need to use our technology smarter and with greater respect for the natural world. For noise pollution, the solutions are already within our reach. We can promote the adoption of quiet or electric vehicles, reducing traffic noise at its source. We can establish designated quiet zones around schools and hospitals to protect vulnerable populations. We can also limit construction hours to minimize disruption and install noise-reducing barriers along busy highways. In Paris, authorities are already taking action by using sound-detecting cameras to fine excessively loud motorcycles, proving that change is possible. Similarly, we can combat light pollution with thoughtful design and simple changes. Shielding and directing lights downward ensures that light goes where it is needed, not upward into the sky. We can advocate for policies that require billboards and commercial lights to be turned off after 11 p.m., using warm-toned LED bulbs instead of harsh. Blue-rich light can significantly reduce the impact on wildlife and human health. Furthermore, we can work to expand and protect dark sky parks, like the famous Iraqi Mackenzie International Dark Sky Reserve in Lake Takal, New Zealand, preserving pockets of natural darkness for future generations to cherish. Silence heals. Darkness reveals a beauty that we have almost forgotten. When we protect these fundamental elements of our natural world, we are protecting life itself. Let us make a conscious choice to turn down the volume of our world and turn off the unnecessary lights. Let's work together to let the stars return to our skies. If you care about the future of our planet, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, we can protect the Earth, starting tonight.